Somebody's watching. Who's that? It's my brother. Shout out to you. Quick drink of water before we go. How much time we got, Al?
We've got 10 seconds.
Copy that. Algorithm, the show's producer. Very grateful for all of his hard work. Oh, morning, Lee. Shout out to you as well. Thanks for tuning in. Just about to go. Sorry, Al. Yep, I know. I had to give a shout out. All right, here we go. Kia ora, team. I'm Benny, and I'm here in the garden for MML 85, the 85th consecutive episode of the longest running weekly gardening show in the history of Facebook and the greatest achievement in the history of social media and indeed the universe. I'm going to break again from tradition. See, normally on the cold open we would sample a product that is available at the Marlborough Farmers Market. I'm going to sample today a product that I got from the Marlborough Farmers Market, but not many people got one. You see, my good friend Katrina, she has Tutti Frutti, which is an ice cream stall at the Marlborough Farmers Market every Sunday morning from 9 until 12 at the AMP Showgrounds in White Blenheim. She made this lolly cake. She put it in this nice little bags and she gave it out to special people at the farmers market as a way of showing, I guess, gratitude for everything that we've done for her throughout the year. Gratitude is something that is very important and very underrated at this time of year, and that will become sort of a theme of the show today. I'm going to try some of this lolly cake today from my good friend Katrina. Very nice. I think the key with lolly cake, it needs to be smooth rather than crunchy, not sticky, just smooth. Beautiful. Big thanks to my friend Katrina. I'm very grateful for her. I'm very grateful for everyone who's tuning in today. And I'm grateful to be able to say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the garden and welcome to Monday Morning Live, where as always we'll spread love and give flowers with Monday morning shout outs to anyone who joins us live. Just like my brother, just like my best mate, just like my son and daughter and my wife who are watching from the studio audience here in the garden. Let's kick off today with a look back at the week that was. These weeks are always pretty amazing. I did a couple of gigs last week, and I can't go into the details of them too much because that would be a violation of the code. There were a couple of violations of the code on social media, which I won't go into, but I'll touch on in just a moment. A couple of amazing gigs, and the gigs, how can I say? Suffice it to say that the gigs that I do at this time of year are special, and they create everlasting memories. You know, you spend most of the year thinking about these gigs. You tend to get booked often a year in advance, building up to the time the excitement builds and it reaches a crescendo. Crescendo? Good word. Right when you pull up to the gig and you see the crowd and you think, oh, it's not long and I'm going to be performing in front of them. And special significance for me this year because I got to perform on the anniversary of Chris Farley's passing. Let's not get too much into that. Let's keep things positive here on Monday morning. Some great gigs last week, and despite the disappointment of a couple of breaches of the code on social media. Speaking of social media, I got a notification on a particular social media platform last week asking if I wanted to allow my content to be used by companies to program AI. Now, at first, I was a little bit perturbed, another good word, by this request because I thought, why should I, as a social media artist, allow my art to be plagiarized by others? And then I thought, perhaps AI needs a bit of help. I'll tell you one form of AI that needs a bit of help, and that's the AI that does predictive text. Now, we've all been there. There's been some shocking examples that I've heard, but one example from me last week, I was going to the supermarket to buy a few things, and I text my wife, avid viewer of the show, she is watching, shout out to Renee. I text my wife and I said, am I getting milk? And for some reason, my phone and the AI that controls predictive text thought I was trying to say the word amniotic. It said amniotic milk. Now, I must admit, I mentioned about the gigs that I do at this time of year. Sometimes a parent will come to you with a child, sometimes a young, even a young baby, a young infant, pop you on the knee and go, get a photo with that person. Now, I might get a little bit clucky, but I'm not about to start producing amniotic fluid or amniotic milk. So AI needs help, but I am very grateful for everyone who tunes in to my YouTube channel, which is Benny. You can find it by searching Benny Ward. Speaking of gratitude, it's something that at this time of year is underrated. I just want to give a shout out to all the retailers out there. Now, I've worked in frontline retail for more than 25 years, and this is the busiest and most hectic time of year for a retailer. You're busy right up to Christmas, you get Christmas Day off, and then Boxing Day sales hit. So a shout out to all the retailers. I'm very grateful for all the effort that you put in. Right, let's do some live gardening. We talk about gratitude, we talk about eternal gratitude. Today I'm sowing some seeds of amaranthus. These amaranthus come from Yates Seeds, who don't sponsor Monday Morning Live yet. Now, amaranthus is synonymous with immortality, with eternal things, things that are everlasting. And I'm eternally grateful for all of you. So let's do some live gardening to sow some seeds of amaranthus. Comment from my brother in Australia. He's watching. He dropped a comment down below. Can't see it right now, but let's do some live gardening. I'm sowing amaranthus, and I'm doing so using the Benny's 6100 series seedling disperser. Available in the gift shop now. Why not buy two? Perfect for Christmas. Now what I'm going to do, these are very fine seeds, as you can see. Very, very fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the 6100 series seed disperser, and I'm just going to really tap these out. Just tap it out. Just tap it out, as chumps would say. Just going to very lightly tap these seeds out onto the surface of our high-grade potting mix supplied by Dalton's, who don't sponsor the show yet. Just a quick tip of the week as we let these sit. I got this is potting mix, but it's what we call spent potting mix. So I've used it in a pot to grow some plants, and I've used up most of the nutrient. A great way of reusing your old potting mix is to sieve it out so you get just the fine stuff, and you can use that instead of seed mix. And to do that, that sieving technique, we use the Benny's 6100 series potting mix sieve thing. This is the front cover of a fan. Now, there's a lot of fans that tune in, but this is a different type of fan. It's a cooling fan. And I took the front off, and what I do is I pop the potting mix in, and I literally just sieve it out to get the fine potting mix. That's what I use instead of seed raising mix. Shout out to Brett, thank you for joining us. You might have missed the Benny's technique there for seed dispersal. We just lightly tap the seeds out onto the surface of this finely sieved high-grade potting mix. What I'm going to do, now you'll see on the surface of the potting mix there's little cracks, little crevices, not such a good word, little cracks and little gaps here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use the good old-fashioned Benny's shake. Just going to lightly shake that just to get those fine seeds down into those little gaps. And as always, we'll give it some water using the Benny's 6100 series spritzer. Available now in the gift shop. Again, why not buy two? Just going to give it some water. And I wonder why that is. Why would we be giving it water? Oh, I know. Because, say it with me, you can never underestimate the value of water. Shout out and eternal gratitude to everyone who tuned in to my little YouTube short this week called Never Underestimate the Value of Water. Currently setting records and going viral on YouTube. There's our live gardening. We've done a look back at the week that was. The week ahead, okay, so it's Christmas. It's crazy. I want to also express my gratitude to a man named Ole Kirk Christensen. He's the man who invented this, Lego. Eternally grateful to Mr. Christensen for hundreds of hours and hundreds of dollars of fun thanks to Lego for Christmas. Another drink of water. Oh, celebrity birthdays coming up in the week ahead. We've got them here. You may be able to see them on Facebook, but if not, you will see them when you tune in to the widescreen version of Monday Morning Live on YouTube. You can find it by searching Benny Ward. You can find it by searching the hashtag MML. This is MML85. What else am I grateful for? Retailers, my beautiful family, my two wonderful children, and my incredible wife. I'm thankful to everybody who tunes in to Grow with Benny's, a series that I did on YouTube a while back, and my YouTube channel, Benny. I'm grateful to everybody who It's been a big part of the gigs that I performed at last week. What else am I grateful for? Water. Never underestimate the value of water. I'm grateful to the cobber. Oh man, it's been some hot days at the farm. The cobber keeps me cool, keeps me warm, keeps me cold, keeps me cool. The temperature type of cool, not the other type of cool, as my kids will tell me. Oh, we haven't done joke of the week. Joke of the week this week comes from those little Christmas crackers that you get. The kids and I have a lot of fun. You pop the cracker, you get a joke, you get little charades. So I take great pride in trying to guess the joke of the week. Oh, the joke that comes in the cracker. I'm losing the plot. And you can often guess it because they're so corny and cheesy. They're such dad jokes. I'm really grateful that I am a dad, because finally now, when I tell a joke that's really not funny, you can say, ooh, that was a good dad joke. Before it was just a joke that wasn't funny. Here's joke of the week. What do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? Frostbite. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Joke of the week, thanks to those little Christmas crackers that you get. Little crackers. Coming to an end now, we're getting close to 15 minutes. Last week we went over time, so today I'm going to try and stick to the time schedule. I'm grateful to my little friend, the hole punch. This bad boy has been used to punch hundreds of holes and lots of hoses for our irrigation system at the farm that I work at. Very grateful for Stephen and Sally for the opportunity to help them to run Golden Mile Produce. I'm heading there shortly. Very grateful for everyone who joins us here on the set. Sammy, Bray. Grateful to my brother Matt for supplying the skull that decorates the set here. And I'm very grateful to each and every one of you for all the support you've given me throughout the year. Christmas is coming. It's a time to be grateful to those around us. It's a time to take a moment to smell the roses and to sit back, relax. But it's also a time to be respectful of people for whom Christmas is not a particularly special time. And I know a few of those, and a shout out to them, because at least it only comes once a year. Well folks, that's about all the time we have for this week. Thank you for joining me. Tune in to my YouTube channel, Benny. Tune in to TikTok, Instagram by searching Benny Ward. I am Benny Ward. And I will see you next time in the garden.
And we're clear. Red shoe.
Thanks, Al. You too. For the love of Farley. Not again.